Hey guys, so I'm just going to have a quick look at the Fischer Audio Sport line with you. This is not the entire line, but it does have quite a range from the line. So I'm just going to have a quick look at them. I'm not going to do a full unboxing of each individual headphone, but we have the FA580, which is like a sort of on-ear with a headband that goes around the back sort of style, which is cool. Obviously for use for sport. It's got the bright green design, so it obviously stands out if you're running, like high visibility sort of thing. So I really like the design of them, and obviously I'm guessing they're not going to isolate too well, so great so you don't run into traffic and that sort of stuff. We then have the 502 V2, which is the version 2, and these are in-ear design, but they have some ear hooks. They go over your ears, just they stay in position, which I think is really cool. This is quite an unusual design, quite different, and I quite like it for that, because they're, as you can see, they're in-ear monitors, but then they have this big headband that goes all the way around, and this is the 565. Then we have the 560, which is again an in-ear with the ear hooks, quite similar to the 502, but I think this looks like a bit of a step up if anything. So yeah, that's the 560, and as you can see, all them have the bright green to stand out. They all say light in the night, which is pretty cool. And this is the flat cable, no fable. This is the 555, which is not the same bright colour, but features a flat cable, and they do look quite similar to the Beats design, if anything, Beats Tour. So that's a quick look at them all. The packaging on them all is all quite similar. You have the specs on the back of them all. They're all quite similar in the frequency range. They're all 20 to 20, and they all have slightly different impedances and sensitivity ratings, as you can see. So I'm now going to unbox them and see what you get inside from all. So I've unpacked them all. There's nothing really exciting to write up about any of the packagings. It was all to the point. They come in a little plastic cutout, and the accessories were underneath. Everything but the 555s come with a instruction manual, as you can see. Obviously just a bit on how to use them. Obviously only one of these was not a in-ear design, so all the ones with in-ear designs, they come with some tips. For the 555s, just black silicone tips, and for the rest, they come with they're not quite dual flange tips, but they're close. They've sort of got a little ridge in them. They've got a little ridge in them there, which is kind of cool. Might have some fun playing around with these with some other earphones. So yeah, as for the designs, we have these, which are just the 555s, which are just really a pair of earphones, not really any features like the others, specifically for sport. They have a jack, which is the same as on the Draco, and they have a flat cable, which obviously appeals to people who like that sort of stuff. It's quite a cool looking earphone, and yeah, that's the 555. We then have this one, which is cool because it folds up quite nicely there. It has the high visibility green and green cable, so it folds out. So it folds out to there, and then they hook over your ears and go in your ears. This comes around the back of your head for a bit of support, and I think that's quite a cool design. Probably my favourite of the bunch actually. Then have this one which goes in your ears, and then it goes over the top of your head for a bit of support. It's adjustable. It's not the most user-friendly adjustable slider, but it's adjustable. That articulates. It's again, you might like this design over that one. If I was going to choose a design for sport, I'd probably go with them ones. But again, this is a different option. These are a bit more subtle and low key. They've obviously still got the green design, which is cool. But these ones have a nice silicone wire for over your ears, and then they just go in your ears like normal earbuds. And again, they're quite nice. They feel quite nice, like a rubbery sort of silicone material. And then lastly, we have the 580s, which they go round the back of your head like that, and they sort of clip on your ears. And they're, I don't know, they're not the most, they haven't got any sort of comfort, but they obviously have the biggest drivers, so see how they sound in comparison to the others. And again, you might like the design for a means of comfort. Haven't had a chance to listen to these yet, so this is just sort of an overview of their range. Not really as much as what they sound like, but I definitely think they've got a nice range going on. And this is not the whole range, this is just a bit of it. So with their whole range, I think they have quite a variety of stuff for use with sports. So I like what Fischer Audio are doing there. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, and I'll try and get some more information back to you if you want about how they sound. So I'm now going to talk about some more physical features of the earphones in this range, as well as the sound quality. But first, I'll just say they are all, by the way, £20 for each pair. So everything in this range, the sport line is £20. So it's more of just what you want, what your preferences lead to you if you are going to purchase something from this range. They're all very bad at isolating, and this is not a design flaw. This is how they were designed. Because if you're out running in public, you want to be able to hear traffic and hear things going on around you, so you don't have an accident. So they are actually, funny enough, meant to not isolate that well, and it's just enough to stop anything bad happening. But the in-ear designs do isolate slightly better than the on-ear of the 580. Let's talk about sound. Firstly, we have the FA580, and this is obviously on-ear, and I'll say the pads weren't the comfiest actually with the way they sit on your ears, but they weren't uncomfortable, that's for sure. They hook quite nicely behind your ears. I found them to have fairly small bass, but not that slow, and definitely not muddy or anything. And they had a fairly bright sound to them. They weren't the fastest headphones in the world, but if you look at what I've had to say about the Fischer Audio Draco that I had in the past, I found it was a great earphone for 15 quid, which was that was. This is £5 more, but it sounds very similar and just not quite as detailed and refined, but still definitely sounds good for £20, and we'll go head to head with and even beat out a lot of them £20 full-sized headphones, to be honest. But there are better for the prices that I've heard. But it's definitely a strong ear headphone, and it's obviously designed to be used for sport. It's built very well and sturdy. With all, it's all plastic, but it's all flexi plastic. And I think this would make a good complement to you doing sport like it's supposed to do. And I think this is definitely a very good £20 headphone for you sport lovers. So that's the FA580. I'm now going to look at these two, the FA560 and the 565, because I think these two are perhaps very similar. And they're both in-ear design. I personally prefer the design of this one better. These go over your ears, in your ears, and this supports at the back of your head. I think this is the comfiest design of all of them, and I really like these comfort for obviously if I was doing sport. These ones I didn't think were too practical the way they go over your head. Didn't think they would physic that well, because this is not exactly very smooth, and I just think the way these fold up as well makes them more portable and just generally better for sport. So out of the two, I'd pick these. And I also put these together because they have a similar sound signature. They both have a bassier sound signature, and well, the real differences lay in that this is bassy, but it's a slow, muddy bass. They're definitely vowels and mids, and it overall has a muddy sound, which is worse than the 580 I find. But then again, it has different pluses to it. The fact that it's got a lot more bass, and people like that. The treble, I think, is also quite zingy and refined. With these, you have slightly faster bass and definitely better extended bass, but it's less refined, less details, and less treble sparkle and zing to it. So I actually prefer this for its design and its sound over the 565s. So I think the 560s, along with the 580s, are probably another good buy. The 565s, I don't think they're a great buy. We then have the 502 version 2s, which again is a very appealing design. Quite just ear hooks over the ears, and they are really well built and stuff, but the sound of these was the worst of the bunch. By far the muddiest. Everything was a mess, can't really define anything. Vocals were poor. These just generally didn't sound good at all. So I'm not going to go into much more on these. For £20, steer clear, get a lot better. We then have the 555s, and looking at the design, they're probably not the best suited for sport. The others are all sport in mind designs, and the others are all bright green. You can get a bright green one of these, but these are sport because of their flat cable, and they have a slightly different slogan and stuff, as you've seen earlier in the video, to the others. But this actually sounded the best of the bunch of these earphones, and it was a more of a neutral sound signature. Had the best detail, fastest speed and sound, and a very nice treble with a neutral flat bass, which was quite fairly quick and weren't too bad. I think this was the best earphone of the bunch, and yeah, I don't know if it's quite a sport, but it's not a shabby £20 earphone. Although there are better £20 earphones, so it depends if you want a sport earphone or not. So out of the 5, I'm going to recommend 3. I'm going to make 3 picks of them. If you want a bigger on-ear design headphone for sport, and you like the look of that design, I think this is your best bet. And for 20 quid, again, I think it's great. If you want a bassier sound and again a comfy design for a sport, this is not bad for 20 quid. And this one, if you think it could work for you for sport, I think you might have trouble falling out of your ears and stuff because of the way it sits in your ears and it doesn't have any support. This does sound the best, so I'm going to recommend it for that, but I'm not sure it's too suited for sport. And as far as just in-ears go, you get better isolated, better fitting and better sound quality ones for £20. So really, for sport, they are my 2 picks. For sound out of the lot, that's my pick. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, and thanks for watching.